by giving Michigan State credit. I thought the second half they were able to answer every run. They were the aggressor, and tonight we didn't look like a championship caliber program. But this group's proved all year that we respond. We unify when things don't go well, so there's no reason to expect anything different. We're looking forward to moving on to Monday night against a very good Nebraska team, especially in Nebraska.
Cleveland on the start side.
You've talked about with the three-point shooting, you feel like you guys are due to kind of break out a little bit. Did you like the shots, and how big of a difference was that kind of not getting those to go?
We really haven't shot it well in probably 3 or 4 weeks, and we like some of them. Some of them were rushed, some of them were out of rhythm. I still think we never really generated any good offensive rhythm for 40 minutes. We were able to get Vlad established down low. I thought he made some strong plays, but we just didn't move the ball with the crispness, and we didn't cut with the same level of pace that we typically do. We just didn't play the way we needed to find a way to win this game in this environment with what's at stake.
Andrew?
Outside of with the three-point shooting, outside of Namari, are you looking for particular guys to kind of hit those catch and shoot threes, or is it just wherever the ball
No, it's
goes?
more the typing. Obviously, Trey Donaldson's a 40-plus three-point shooter consistently on the year. I mean, we want him to shoot them. Danny Wolf's a good percentage three-point shooter. I have no problems with him shooting threes, and even Roddy and Ruben, whose percentages aren't great, as long as they're inside-out threes. They're gonna have to take them just like their low percentage shooters did tonight when they were open and they were paint touch, kick out. They got a couple nice bounces and banks and answered runs, but like I said, I don't think we did anything well enough to win in a game of this magnitude and a heightened game like this. So yeah, it's we've got a lot to fix, but as we've proven, we can play much better than that.
Tony?
Yeah, Dusty, I think Kyle said 1A of the game plan was stopping run and I think 10-10 in fast break. Seems like you guys did that, but 1B was the offensive rebounding. I guess they had 14 for 15-second chance points. What you guys were clearly keyed on that. Why do you think you were unable to slow that?
The 6 late, we just didn't look as connected as we needed to be. I think we were a little bit disappointed in the way we were performing and the way we were playing. So that definitely, it can't impact one side of the ball to the other. But I think there's a cumulative effect of not playing offense well and not playing defense well on the other side of the ball. We're not naive to it, but I thought they were quick, aggressive to the ball, and then those late shot clock threes were coming off long, and they were able to track them down. That's what they do. I just thought they played very determined, and I thought their guards were able to break down our defense and get us in rotations, and therefore they had some free runs, and we weren't able to keep bodies on bodies. And I think a lot of times it's as simple as that.
You guys are still a half game out of first place. Is that the message to your team after a game like this, that hey, we're still right in this thing?
Absolutely. I mean, this can't turn into 2 losses. I mean, we have a lot of we've got big half game out of first place in the Big Ten in mid-February. So there's no time to hang our heads, and mope and feel sorry for ourselves. We've got to, like I said, we've got to unify and figure out a way to get better tomorrow, take care of our bodies, and get our edge back. It lost in rivalry stuff sometimes is that there's a basketball game that requires execution and it requires poise, and we didn't look like a more poised veteran team tonight. And I think for the most part this year we've looked like a really connected veteran group.
Tony?
I'll follow up. Did you on your technical foul? Did you get an explanation on that?
Yeah, I did.
Not happy with the explanation there. I don't want to get you in trouble, but
I think sometimes we've got to accept our place and got to do a better job.
Yeah, we asked the players. You talk about the rivalry and forgetting the basketball aspect of it. How do you feel? Do you feel that you were all ready for the moment, the lights, and just the moment?
Well, hindsight's easy to look back, and if you don't play well, then you can make draw whatever conclusion you may. But I thought we prepared. I thought practice has been crisp. I I thought our guys were excited to play today. We didn't play well, but it wasn't as if they weren't ready for the opportunity. Obviously, if we went back, we would do some things differently. You always would, but that's the beauty of resulting. You know, you can always look at the result and choose a different outcome. But we stay with our processes. Our guys, they put in the work. But I think Michigan State had something to do with our issues today as well.
Take two more, we'll go Austin and Andrew.
Dusty, the contract extension, was that something that you had wanted? Does that make it maybe easier to focus on just basketball only now the rest of the way?
Yeah, you know, a lot of times those conversations are brief with administration, with Ward, and this was the intent all along. Our focus was on winning the game, and that's why you have other people dealing with things like this, and credit our administration and the people that helped me for working through the details, because this was by far the highest priority to me and our staff was trying to find a way to win this game. But very, very grateful to be able to continue building on the foundation that we've laid this year, continue to lay.
Dusty, you've been praising the team for how they stayed connected, and these 6 games were all close before this, and you won. I guess any idea why maybe there was some splintering?
You know, there's no point in me throwing out any theories of why we didn't look as connected. You know, I don't have a definitive answer, and I don't really want to speculate.